Right guys, welcome back to my channel again. Now, there's always been this debate, which is better, gas blowback or AEG or Springer? Well, to be honest with you, they've all got the plus sides, mega plus sides to all of them. It just depends what, oh hang on, wait a minute. To the Americans, yo, what's up dude? Yeah, lots of talking with my hands. Right, there you go. Now we're all on board. I personally don't have a preference, but putting them side by side just might help you guys decide what you want to run with. Now, I like both the realism and the convenience. Now, yeah, a AEG will run better in the winter, but it does have its downside. The rubber freezes, reducing your range and general performance, so you end up using a lot more BBs just to try and hit one target. And gas, well, yeah, it also does weird things like spit all its gas out in fluid form and get cold really quick and then just not work. So yeah, they've got the downsides, but let's have a look at the upsides. We'll start off with gas blowback. Now, this baby is already primed. Let's flip it onto semi first, and we'll go with the plus side. Yeah, I just did that. You know why? Because he got a little trick on the back of the magazine. You gotta flip it down to the switcher to make it work. Right, and again. Are we watching the plus side? See what I mean? How satisfying is that? Recoil, noise, bolt slamming back and two. Come on. Right, back on safe. Now, we're going to jump over to the AEG. But with me, it's not a normal AEG. It's one that's been a bit of a pig, but I've fixed it now and corrected all the mistakes. I'm shutting up. KWA made. So, this one doesn't have blowback. So really, it's all about the noise. Well, hang on, it does have blowback because it's in here. Get it off safe. One full auto. My God, that car now lay down some pump now. It has got a lot better since I put that max hop piston head and bits in it, and cylinder head and the other bits and pieces and that. Max, yeah, I've really done it a service. And she's empty. Now that's the thing with AEGs. You could be throwing shots downfield and you don't know you're empty. So, there's one side of it all, unless you've got one of them really posh AEGs that has a cut off and then you've got to do the routine to get it back to life. But with gas blowback, you get this. Yeah, running out of gas. Back in a minute. Oh no. It clicks. Actually spat out the last BB. Yeah, it clicks. It did get cold though, I can feel that through my gloves. But yeah, that's the downside on the gas blowbacks. You use it like you try and use an AEG, you're going to suffer for it. So, let's head back into the airsoft toy gun room for the algorithm, and we'll have a chat about it some more. Right back. And right, you've seen the gas, you've seen the electric, now for the Springer. Now the Springer, on second thoughts, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to shoot it, and then we'll go and sit down, have a chat, and I'll talk you through the pros and cons. But most of you probably already know the pros and cons. So let's get to it. And that's when you know a Springer's empty. Listen. That's empty. Now, let's go sit down and we'll have a chat. Right, so, you've seen the firing. Now, let's have a quick chat. Now, in Airsoft, there are choices to be had. You know, I didn't even go into the pistols and this, that and the other, and the revolvers and the non-blowback guns and stuff. So there's a whole world of stuff out there that you can get into, but you gotta try it first. You gotta play the game on a higher gun and get an understanding. Now your higher gun's gonna be electric. Goes without saying, unless you find a site that will hire you gas blowback, and then you're in for an experience, because this AEG will most certainly outshoot any gas blowback. You got 120 rounds in here, and that's on a mid cap. Most high caps have about 300 to 350, which are generally what comes with the gun in the first place. Now, with your gas blowback, I had to do that, sorry, but with your gas blowback, limited rounds. If that gets cold, your efficiency drops, so you've got to be sparing with your shots and use burst and automatic sparingly as well. But your BBs go so quick. Half of them down from 120 mid cap to about 60 rounds in this one. In M4's about 30. It's a big drop in BBs, so you've got to be positive about your shots, and this is where your skill level starts to improve, when you can actually land the 1 and 2 hitters and get somebody out with it. Then these become something else, because it's so satisfying to do a takedown with that, or even a pistol. Now, obviously, we all have to begin somewhere, and the cheapest beginning is always going to be a plastic spring shotgun. It's spring powered. You are going to get a workout on that. So imagine pulling the trigger 60 times. Then imagine pulling the spring back 60 times to get 60 shots out of it, or the equivalent. Your arm is going to be wrecking. But if you conserve your shots and only send the ones that you know are going to possibly hit within your range, and you're not spotted, a lot of people are scared of the shotguns because it sends 3 out at a time, where your average guns send out 1 BB at a time. But you do have the privilege of full auto on a lot of your rifles and all the rest of it. But a shotgun can be a lot of fun, because it is intimidating to do this. It's got that thing about it, and obviously this is going to be by far your cheapest start, especially if you've not got your UCARA yet, and then you can have it green, blue, red, pink, orange, and then put stickers all over it and make it look completely silly and have fun with it, because that is what Airsoft is about. having fun, having a laugh, making friends. And believe me, the longer you spend doing it, the more friends you find. And you'll find them up and down the country, regardless of whatever country you're in. So yeah, airsoft is a world of fun. I keep saying it, and I'll keep saying it as well. But when it comes down to your choice of guns, a lot of people start with either a shotgun as a backup and a very cheap AEG for say 150 quid. Then once you've got used to the game and how it all works, you can step up to gas blowback. A sidearm is great to have in your holster. It's such a buzz feeling to know that if your AEG runs out of BBs, you've got another 20 something in your, on the side of your hip that might just get you out of trouble. So yeah, but there's all sorts of stuff. There's all sorts of guns of different shapes and sizes, different weights. Like I say, a lot of the metal ones that I've got, they're quite heavy. So, and the AEG ones, which are metal, also quite a weight on them. So, thinking about that, don't go, it's made out of plastic, it's going to be crappy. The polymer on the Aries series and the G&G series and the, I think it's Delta now they call themselves, or Defcon. The Sportsline series that are made of polymer, bloody amazing, fantastic. You get all the internals of the sort of better guns inside a polymer body, and they feel amazing. And funny thing is, a lot of the real steel stuff also has polymer bodies, if that's the way you want to go, for that realistic feel and look. Obviously when you get your UCAR, of course, because you must have that to buy them from a shop. And most decent sellers of airsoft toy replicas, because that's for the algorithm. Now, my latest one, you've seen that in the last video, is the Walther PPQ, which is a nice feeling pew pew in the hand. I'm still buzzed over that. That is such a nice trademark, very Bondy feeling. So yeah, there you go guys. Airsoft on a comparison. Gas blowback, AEG and spring. Which is going to suit you? Which would you go for? Don't forget, if you're watching this and you've never played it, get yourself booked on. If you like pew pews, you will have a laugh when that target shoots back at you. Now don't get me wrong, the real steel guys, you know, like your American guys and girls and all the rest of it, it's great to shoot at these steel plates and hear the ping ping and the paper targets, but watch them from the early shows and see how they've reverted into role playing, which airsoft has always been. That role playing, but knowing your target shooting back at you, makes it a damn sight more entertaining. It taps into something up here, gets the blood pumping, gets the imagination going, and that is airsoft in a nutshell. Have fun, enjoy it, and remember, be safe, play safe, and always call your freaking hits. Till next time guys.